Namibia, and welcome to the UNAM Sports Stadium, where we get to bring you an encounter in the Namibia Premier Football League. It is round 19 of the league, and it is going to be an encounter between Tigers and that is, of course, the Clever Boys at home. The Clever Boys, of course, are going to be trying to collect, of course, maximum points to stay within the top half of the table. As for that is Tigers Football Club, they have now gotten that is the co-coach of Woody Jacobs to see if they can survive relegation in this encounter. Certainly a lot to do with Tigers Football Club. They are the oldest club, one of the founders of the leagues, and possibly going to be quite an ending if they do not survive, that is relegation. So this season, it's been a lot for them. They are now sitting at the bottom of the table, and they have to get a point against, that is 3 points against that is a UNAM side who has only lost one game this season. So it's a tough ask from that is Tigers Football Club. But nonetheless, they've gotten in that is Woody Jacobs and Brian Isaacs to combine their heads together and just see if they can, of course, get that is maximum points for Tigers to get out of relegation. We'll now, of course, be crossing over to commentary as we get to bring you this encounter between UNAM and Tigers.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another scintillating match that is taking place. That is between UNAM FC and Tigers, taking place here at the UNAM Stadium. My name is Setsen Nishidimba, and I will be bringing you the commentary. I'm, of course, not alone here. I am joined by none other than Hafeni Deitunga. Hafeni, good afternoon.
Afternoon, everybody. I'm excited, and I'm just excited to see a good match between Tigers and UNAM.
I mean, Hafeni, you look at a team here that, in the form of Tigers, one of the teams with the oldest history where Namibian football is concerned. Of course, languishing, that is in the last position of the Namibian Premier League, with and definitely unfamiliar position they find themselves in. But of course, we have read the news this past week where they have appointed that is Mr. Woody Jacobs, aka Mr. Hoodluck. Do you think he will bring that luck to the fore today?
Well, that's an interesting one. I mean, he was with Okanya United as a technical director, but now is here as a coach for Tigers. And as you can see, the lineup here for UNAM, they lined up in their traditional 4-3-3, and I'm expecting a very, very good tactical battle between the two teams.
Yeah, tactical battle it is, and I mean, UNAM are known for their tactical prowess. That is, of course, stemming from the time when they were under the reins of Coach Ronnie, and then now Coach that is Robert Nosep, as well as of course his assistant Dudes Mwedihanga. I mean, they are a team that enjoy playing from the back, and they are a team that enjoy playing with a lot of structure. So would that have an impact in today's match, according to you?
Yeah, it's a very, very talented UNAM squad, but the draws have been really taking a toll on their season so far. And yes, as much as they are talented on the ball, the results need to go in your way if you want to, make an impact in this league. Especially if you have teams like Mighty Gunners and African Stars, and Chula Chula, who are, converting their chances and winning games as well. They don't want to be in the chasing pack UNAM, but here it presents an opportunity for them to, get another 3 points and kickstart the season back to where they need to be.
I mean, yeah, if you just look at the lineup there is from Tigers, not a lot of changes from their previous matches, of course, but you already see that they are deploying 3 in the middle. So you can tell that a lot of the ball will be played from the middle of the park today. How important would that be, especially with a UNAM team that enjoys building play from the back?
Yeah, I mean, it's a team that really wants to press high up. But UNAM have, developed a sense of team play that, it can really break past pressure. So it's going to be an interesting contest, especially, you have a Tigers team that has, a new co-head coach that probably is going to look at that new manager bounce and try to get the 3 points today as well.
But Afeni, it's amazing temperatures that we find ourselves in here. It's beautiful cloudy day here in Windhoek. 23 degrees Celsius. So there could be no complaints of the heat whatsoever. But what I was going to say is that co-coaching. Okay, there we start off, of course, with Tigers kicking us off. immediately making the intentions clear, of course, by putting the ball onto the flanks there.
Yeah, Tigers are going to look for a very, very quick start and try to get the control of the game as quick as possible, because they know UNAM is very good with the ball possession.
I mean, Afeni, you mentioned the importance of that new manager bounce there, but is co-coaching really something that, is that what it is? Who is really in charge, the way you look at it?
I mean, it depends if the two coaches are stubborn or not.
Yeah.
If they're willing to work together, and it's the same players, but fresh ideas always can give you good results as well. As you can see, Coach Woody, they're looking relaxed against the bowl there, and they're just having a good time, like they're not fighting relegation.
That is quite an experienced technical team. I mean, you see Fox Namundunga there, quite an experienced goalkeeper as well. I'm sure he's in there as the goalkeeper coach.
Yeah, no, it's a very experienced one, and the knowledge that they have, and they can give the players, as you can see here.
What a shot there. Of course, deflected. That is for a corner kick. That's a corner kick for Tigers FC. That is the first corner of the match.
It's a good start from Tigers. First minute, looking to get that quick goal. They need the goals. They need the goals. They need the wins. Because as you alluded already before the game, this is a club with a rich history, and they do not want that to be erased, because of one bad season.
Of course. What a delivery there. Of course, clear. That is by the UNAM defense there. That is the Tigers goalkeeper playing as sweeper keeper there.
UNAM need to take a stranglehold on this game again. Revert back to their old possession style based football.
Of course.
Tigers have come with an intent, winning the ball high up, trying to force errors.
And of course, you see the UNAM there traditionally playing out from the back. Very calm and collected play. That is seems to be a tactic that they've trained really, really well.
It's a good counter-attacking situation for Tigers here. Looking more of them more comfortable on the ball in the early exchanges between the two sides.
Of course. You see, that is, of course, Mr. Co-Coach himself, Woody Jacobs, of course, already giving out instructions there of exactly what it is he expects from his players.
It's a breath of fresh air around Tigers right now, and a lot of their supporters are expecting a good result here today. As you can see here, this challenge here. This is very late by the UNAM player.
Yeah.
So now an opportunity for them to deliver this ball. Let's see what they do from here.
Of course, that ball goes to waste there. I mean, Tigers have aerial advantage there. They should have definitely looked to take advantage of that free kick there.
That's true. I mean, like you overpower these people when it comes to the aspect of height, and you expect a special delivery from there, and this delivery was quite disappointing.
Yes. But so far, Tigers have been good on the ball. Of course, most of this ball being played, that is in the final third of the UNAM half. So yeah, there you have it. There, that is the gaffer for UNAM. That is Robert Noseb. That is former Namibian Braveries player, as well as Kaizer Chiefs.
He's done a fantastic job. with this young UNAM side, and building a philosophy that is not only attractive to Namibian football, but attractive to football all over the world as well.
Of course. That's the first time, of course, we see UNAM that is advancing. That is in the final third of. That is what a pass there. Just offside, but definitely a beautiful pick out there. And finally, UNAM make their way into the Tigers' half.
John Rugam he's back from Botswana from his short stint there, and it's good to see him back in the country because he left in good form.
No, definitely. Let us see if he's able to replicate that form he was in just before he left.
Yes.
Afeni, how important do you think Paulus Amtenya will be in this match?
No, clearly is a very important figure to the identity of this team. He possesses not only good football skills, but he's very talented as well, and he's a very, very good leader in the middle of the park. And here you can see Tigers dispossessing possession.
First chance there. Oh! How did he miss that opportunity? Such a beautiful chance there, and of course those chances don't come by easily.
You see that came from a dispossession there, and the high press from Tigers. Good first touch, and all he had to do is slide it in, but blazed it over the bar. The lack of composure, was what costed Tigers there.
Definitely required some composure there. I mean, all he had to do was place that ball on either side, and it was a goal.
Coach Woody Jacob would be very, very happy with how his team has started this first 7 minutes as well.
Beautiful build-up play that is by UNAM, of course, and now they're looking to find their way in the Tigers box there, but oh, what a back pass there! My goodness, that nearly costed the team there.
UNAM really looked shocked here in the opening exchanges.
Yes, I think Tigers really brought a lot of energy into this game, and UNAM are struggling to settle down at the moment.
That new manager bounce, breath of fresh air. Everybody is motivated. Everybody is like having new ideas now. But
dispossessed there, of course.
Some ideas are old, I guess.
Yes, of course. But I mean, yeah, like you said, players are motivated. Every player is looking to impress the new coach there. As you can see, just that back pass there, that is by the Tigers defense, almost falling short there.
You can't do that if you have Sean Rugram close to you there.
UNAM finally making some advances, of course, into the Tigers half. So
here comes Tigers again. It's an overhead pass there, unfortunately, and here they are.
Of course, yeah, players just struggling to control the ball there. It's now a UNAM throw-in.
It was a slippery surface in the previous match as well. It rained very, very heavy here at the UNAM Stadium, and the players need to now readjust to this because they didn't expect that as well.
And of course, players are expected to, to play in all sorts of conditions. They need to be adaptable, agile to whatever playing condition. Oh, beautiful ball skills there by there is UNAM FC.
Good defending, because there was a situation there where UNAM looked like they almost broke through the defense. But fantastic play by Tigers. Tigers really looking like a team that is very much comfortable in it. Yes, the mistakes are still there, but they are not looking like a team that is at the bottom of the log. Yes, Paul Samutenia. Very
Definitely one of the calm heads there in that team, of course, and and he's picked up a lot of experience over the past few years. That is with the Brave Warriors, of course.
Of course. I mean, he's a product of someone who has gone through an academy system, has come to UNAM, has cemented his position, and he's playing one of the best football that he has been playing in a long time in this country. It's good pressure by Roberto Rugam.
Yes, definitely good pressure applied there.
It's kind of interesting to see what the new coaches can do, because I mean he's been there for just a week. What ideas could he have implemented in this Tigers team?
Sometimes it could be the same ideas, but just depends who it is, yelling those instructions, of course. So
yes. Tigers are on every single 50-50 challenge that they're winning every single chance, every single opportunity. They look very, very much motivated.
And there, of course, you have that is some of the supporters, and this look like obviously some of the Tigers supporters that are out here rooting for their team. Ingwe Inyama. They're definitely hoping to see some better display of football here and some better results.
Very much, and they are very much pleased with how they've conducted themselves in the opening 12 minutes. But it's another free kick here in a dangerous position. If they can get this delivery proper, as you could say, they have players that are taller than the UNAM players, so they can just find one head there and it could lead to a good chance for them.
What a hit there, just over the crossbar. Of course, there is the second free kick. That is by Tigers, and another chance wasted, according to me, Afeni.
Yeah, another chance wasted, but it's just piling up the shots on the attempts on target. So, you could be saying that they're warming up to the game, and probably if a better chance comes, look, another pressure opposition. Another pressure situation, which Tigers are trying to win the ball high up in the opposition half.
There is now Paulo Santena on the ball, advancing there, almost getting the better, that is, of the Tigers left back, and UNAM get the ball again, a cut back there. It's good interchanging passes at the edge of the box there by UNAM. It's unfortunate that it didn't lead to a clear-cut chance, but here comes Tigers with a fantastic pass onto the wing. Good slick skills there by the winger there, but unfortunately another chance goes by for Tigers. And Coach Woody is really giving them a new ideology to the team, because they are really pressing high up, and they are really seeing a lot of joy from that high press. No, definitely. And one thing about Hoodie's team, they usually come with a lot of energy, and that is the energy displayed here, that is by Tigers so far.
Here they come again. Here's Tigers. Good dribbling there, but it's very comfortable by the goalkeeper, for the goalkeeper. It's an injury there for UNAM there. Not the player they want to see on the floor. Paulo Samutenia, the leader, the captain.
Of course, you see that is Fox Namundunga, the goalkeeper coach, of course, also yelling some instructions there.
Hopefully it's nothing serious there for Paulus and he can continue this game. But Coach Robert Nosep is now giving instructions there, trying to find out what is going on here, because they don't look comfortable, or they were caught by surprise by the Tigers' high press tactics.
No, definitely. Of course, I think Hoodie must be aware that UNAM is a team that enjoys playing out from the back, so he's often obviously trying to just counter that from the beginning.
Here's the game resuming again, and it's a long kick from the goalkeeper, looking for route one to Roberto straight. It's a long switch to the wing. 15, more than 15 minutes gone, and I can see that Tigers are really coming to here. They're looking like they're old souls here.
That is another foul, of course, committed there by UNAM, and this is foul number 3. You know, in quite a dangerous area, and this could prove to be quite risky for UNAM if they continue this trend. One of these fouls could definitely end up in the back of the net if they are not careful.
Exactly. You can only withstand pressure for so long. And here's another dangerous situation. And it's a bit. At the proper way from the goal. Yeah. By the unit. And that is very dangerous.
Looking like offensive threat. The boss they have so far. I mean, the result of
used to do most of the. I think Tigers have a power place. Will get some. Oh, what it was almost. That count.
0. That is foul number 4 with this one.
Tightly, so UNAM they just
Tigers.
to Roberto Rugam.
By Ronaldo there off
Keeper, and then so it was very hard for him to miss that offside. UNAM look like they are not committing too many numbers up there. Looks like they're still trying to be conservative in these opening exchanges. It's a foul for UNAM here. Let's have a look at what happened here. It was a foul before releasing the ball, and there's another one. Oh, very high onto the knee. That will be a sore one tomorrow. It's Nesta Iyambo with the delivery here. Quite disappointing there by Nesta Iyambo. You know, you send up all your center backs and everybody, the big men, and they couldn't really pick up a UNAM head there at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know, a disappointing free kick there by Nesta Iyambo. But UNAM also not known really for scoring from set pieces, usually from open play there. Another free kick that is committed by UNAM, and this time in a more dangerous area. That is, of course, from just outside the box on the side.
I think with these free kicks that are intentionally, you know, Tigers are trying to beat the players in the 1v1, and UNAM are losing all these 1v1 battles. So now they're here in a situation where,
and of course we have other matches taking place there. We have that is 11 Arrows trailing against Eshoke Chula that is at home in Walfish Bay. Eshoke Chula of course looking to reclaim their number 1 position there, and then we have Okanja United against Julinho Athletic, of course still at the stalemate at the moment. In other matches, of course, there have been played today. We have Blue Waters losing against KK Palace, that is in Walfish Bay as well. And then we have, of course, that is Comas Nampo defeating Life Fighters, that is by 2 goals to 1.
it's another free kick situation here. Dangerous area.
Another free kick wasted there, Hafeni.
And here they are on the counter-attack, UNAM. And they're breaking through. So dangerous. What can they do here?
That was a good, powerful run, of course, that is by Paulo Samtenya.
See Coach Woody Jacobs not stopping. He's always barking instructions to his troops, wanting more, demanding more, knowing that, yeah, despite them winning or being in charge in the opening exchanges, just one chance for UNAM can change the game on its head.
Of course. Another pass that is, of course, by Rugam, trying to find there is Ronaldo, but struggling to do so.
We are winning all the 50-50 challenges here, Tigers.
Definitely good intentions shown here by Tigers, but of course these intentions need to translate into goals, Afeni. And Afeni, I think just looking at this game so far, 28 minutes in, what tactic do you think Woody Jacobs is trying to play here?
He's trying to win the ball as high up as possible. As you can see, the entire team has an intent of winning that ball high up and trying to force errors. Once they force the errors, then they're trying to convert those counter-attacking situations into clear goal-scoring situations and chances as well. It's just obviously UNAM are losing the 1v1 battles, and more fouls are committed by the UNAM players, but there's a lot of good intent attacking-wise from Tigers, but good intent needs to lead to end with a good result.
Of course. Advantage played there, that is by the referee.
Oh, just the ball just went out, unfortunately. It's very disappointed there because he really sprinted to get that ball there. And here comes UNAM building out from the back again. Looking for a direct ball. Looking for Rugam. No, you're not looking at an empty pitch. There were actually lines there before. The rain just disappeared after the rain from the previous game. Here comes UNAM again with a cross. Neatly dealt with by the Tigers defense.
There we have it. That is 30 minutes played so far at the UNAM Stadium. It's still 0-0 between UNAM and Ingwe Inyama.
Miscued kick there by Ronaldo Kaovi. Probably blaming the pitch or the shoes. As you can see, miscue kick.
It is, of course, a miscue kick. We don't know if it was intentional or whether it's some sort of style there, but of course, dispossessed there. That is Ronaldo.
You'll never see a number 7 admit to a mistake.
Great power show there. That is by Tigers.
Telling him to hit the gym. It's a good decision there by the linesman. So I'm relying on the build-up play here. Wow, good play. Here's Ronaldo Kaovi. Tigers winning possession again.
There is, of course, Pizzi trying to dictate things in the middle there for Tigers.
It's a product of the Swallows Academy here in Windhoek. Pizzi.
And there we have Ronaldo, of course, trying to turn on the style there, but dispossessed.
I think
Woody Jacobs definitely reminding us of a certain coach that's always busy on the touchline there in the English Premier League.
exactly. But he's not a coach known to sit down and relax. Even
Not
if
at
his
all.
team was winning 3-0, he would still be barking those instructions.
Most beautiful 1-2 play there, but Rugam dispossessed.
Whoa! UNAM want to bring out the handbags, eh?
Bala Santana upset there with a decision that almost didn't go his way, of course.
Looks like they won the appeal there. It's a UNAM throw-in.
And there you have, of course, the gaffer that is of UNAM FC, Robert Noseb.
He's always thinking about the next move. Always thinking tactically what he needs to do, how to change the game into his team's favor. Oh, into our microphone. This is a good touch.
There you have Pizzi, of course. Another corner that is, of course, for Tigers FC.
It is Giovanni Gavanap trying to get that space in between the lines, trying to exploit the wide areas of UNAM. Usually it's a guy who's in the middle, but he's now floating his free roam. Probably one of the instructions that Coach Woody Jacob has given to him.
And there, of course, you have some of the supporters also yelling instructions, that is for the players. It's always easier said than done from the bench, of course.
Yeah, UNAM are not impressed. The UNAM supporters are probably not impressed with how this team has started so far. Let's see this delivery. It's a good cross. And nicely dealt with by the UNAM defense with another shot. It's a shot that really wouldn't bother the UNAM defense at all. Inviting shots from distance. There's not really been a clear-cut chance for Tigers as well, despite the good possession they've had in the early exchanges.
And if there's a concern that is for Coach Hoodie, it would be that they haven't really created clear-cut chances, dominating some of the play, of course, in the final third, but not really leading to anything. And there we have it, just the referee, speaking to both players. They're telling them to calm down and let the ball do the talking. Ronaldo definitely not impressed there.
The high press again from Tigers. Coach Woody is loving what he's seeing here. The energy.
So much energy shown here by Tigers. The only problem with the energy is when it's not converted into goals, because it's definitely very difficult to maintain that energy throughout the match. And there we have the throw there that is by Ronaldo. Dispossessed there, that is by Pizzi.
As UNAM, the lack of numbers are killing them here because they're not trying to commit too high up.
There is a throw, of course, by Nesta. Coach Woody not impressed with the throwing there, showing the player how it's supposed to be done.
Tigers goalkeeper hasn't been bothered so far in the opening exchanges as well.
Definitely worrisome there, that is for Robert Noseb. Pizzi trying to make a pass there that is to absolutely nobody. Throw there, that is by Tunatangwe. And now Paulus with the ball and switching play. That ball just too hard there for Siririka to catch on to.
Overhit there by Paulus there. UNAM really not looking like themselves in this first half, and nobody, even the Tiger supporters, did not expect this kind of performance.
Nice pass there, just intercepted by Tigers. There we have Pizzi on the ball trying to find. Oh, what a pass! Almost a beautiful pass there. That is by Pizzi. Almost finding Giovanni there.
The high press from Giovanni is really doing wonders for Tigers. They continue to hound them down in numbers.
There we have, of course, UNAM that is moving forward from the flanks. And now in the midfield, there's some composure shown there by UNAM. And there we have Nesta on the ball. And now we have Ronaldo whipping in the cross there.
Good catch by the goalkeeper. Not really bothered by that chance, but there's also no clear-cut chances created by UNAM as well. With just under 7 minutes to play.
Wow, Rugam intercepting there. Oh, the wrong decision there by that is Rugam. And now you have Nesta on the ball, attempting a shot on target there. I mean, that was a beautiful opportunity for Rugam there. Was he, as a striker, was he supposed to be more selfish there, perhaps?
I mean, like he literally opened his body, like, to literally indicate to the entire defense, I'm passing that side.
And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, and then he passed the ball the other side. So very disappointing, because this is like the third mistake that Tigers has done in this half that led to a counter-attacking situation, and UNAM just couldn't capitalize. Maybe he should have taken the shot himself.
Oh, definitely. And considering the form he has been on, that is an opportunity he should look to take sole responsibility for.
If you're playing as a number 9 in this traditional sense, you know, you need to have that confidence, that arrogance to say that, look, I'm gonna score the goals. I don't want to share, but you know, it's a situation where if he probably released the ball earlier, they would have been in, or if he took the chance on by himself, it would have been a better chance. But he was like, I think he was caught in two minds.
There, of course, we have Laxman, a former UNAM FC and Chula Chula player as well.
So just under 5 minutes to go. Whoever scores now will be very much in a very good position to win this game, at least, or going into the halftime with confidence.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that is, of course, 40 minutes played here at the UNAM FC Stadium, where you have UNAM FC 0 as well as Tigers FC 0 there. It's now Ronaldo on the ball, trying to whip in across there and just overheat again.
I foresee a couple of changes happening at halftime for UNAM. As you can see here, there was an opportunity there for Giovanni, but nicely anticipated by the goalkeeper. Good skill there. It looked like a ghost pushed him down. Here they are on the counter-attack. UNAM are slowly getting back their swagger and their confidence. But nicely dealt with by Tigers, and here they are slowing down the game. The not trying to go pound for pound with UNAM in the terms of tempo.
There you have, of course, a foul committed, that is by Pizzi.
It's a quick free kick here for UNAM. It's a, you can see the shirt was being tagged there. Looks like the quick free kick resulted just into a goal kick for Tigers here.
Of course, there is now Ulrich and Zong trying to play out from the back.
It's a throw in here for Tigers FC.
And there we have UNAM advancing there in the final third. Turning back now to, that is their captain, Paulus Amtenya.
So now they're relying on the ball speed. They're moving the ball as quick as possible from left to right. The tide is slowly shifting into UNAM's favor.
Yeah, no, UNAM took them a while, but they're definitely coming into the game now, playing the way they usually do from the back, that is. Ronaldo losing the ball there.
Ooh, that looked a bit suspect there, and the Ingwenyama friends are not happy.
Not happy at all, and that was definitely a dangerous play, that is by the UNAM defense there, and a foul committed there, that is on Paulus Amtenya, of course.
And let's see that was a quick pick up there, and then really didn't really look convincing. The referee was in a very good position to see that, and could say it was kind of the correct decision.
The Asher gets rid of the ball there for Tigers.
UNAM again having the ball and just moving the ball around with the utmost comfort. Not really fazed by the high press, but Giovanni Kawanap is literally the catalyst into the press of Tigers. Sometimes all you need to do is weather the storm, and this is what UNAM are doing now. They really weathered the storm. That first initial press from Tigers, that charge that Tigers had in the first 20 minutes, and now they are finding themselves back into the game. The only sad part about this is that it's close to halftime.
No, definitely. And there we have, of course, Ronaldo losing the ball again. Quite a number of balls lost by him today. And there we have, of course, Tigers advancing with Victor in front there.
It's a handball. And it's a dangerous position here. Look at that tussle there between the striker them, and they were tussling against each other. Both of them having their hands on the shirt, and the defender, I don't know, went down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, Onesimus went down too easy there, and the referee decided he's not having it. He gave that is a handball instead of a free kick that the player was looking for. Let's see what Tigers can do with this one. 1 minute left, of course, and that is a free kick for Tigers FC. Let's see if they can cause UNAM a disappointment here going into the halftime.
They need to focus now. That's what the goalkeeper is telling his defenders. Focus, guys, focus. This is the last chance of the half. We cannot concede at this point of time. It's a corner.
That's a corner wasted there. I mean, you have all your defenders coming to the front there, and he decided to play it short. and the referee says he has seen enough for this half, and yeah, he has now blown the whistle that is for halftime. It is, of course, UNAM FC 0, Tigers 0. Your take so far of this first half, Hafene?
Fantastic first half from the Tigers FC, who really came out here with with a very, very good high confidence, and they kept on trying. And as you can see, it's 0-0 here at the halftime at the UNAM Stadium between UNAM and Tigers. And I'm just excited to see what they would do in the second half, both teams.
No, definitely. Both coaches have their work cut out for them here. Of course, with both of them currently looking for a win, of course. So there you have the fans, of course, going to grab some refreshment that is for the halftime. Some fans, they're not happy with what it is they've seen so far.
Yeah, the Ingwenyama fans are probably more happy than the Clever Boys fans, as UNAM really need to go back into the changing room and regroup and try and find a way to break this stubborn Tigers team. As you can see, the halftime stats, UNAM have 4 attempts while Tigers have 3, and then both teams have 1 attempt on target. The fouls have been equal, even though the game looks like it was UNAM having more of the fouls. Offsides are 2-1 for Tigers, and then corners is 2, and the possession slightly for UNAM.
Yeah, and there you have the stats. Of course, we will be going into a slight break. Please do stay tuned as we just break. That is for halftime. It is UNAM 0, Tigers 0. Welcome back. That is to the UNAM Stadium, where we are bringing you live the live match that is between UNAM FC and Tigers, aka Ingwe Inyama. First half, of course, ended in, that is a stalemate, 0-0 between both teams there. Hafeni, what do you think these coaches, what instructions do you think they gave out to their players, that is for the second half? There you have, of course, that is Velem Dianga still giving some instructions. It looks as if the 15 minutes wasn't enough there, so he's just giving some final instructions to his team there, Hafeni.
Trying to steal a bit of some time here, but as you can see that 3 subs are being made by Tigers, and the coach is probably not happy with how they finished off the half, and they probably want the intensity to increase here. See Coach Woody Jacobs trying to give the final instructions to the players and saying that, look, this is what we need to, in order for us to win this game, guys. You need to listen, you need to focus, and hopefully we get a better second half from UNAM, and we need to have an even better second half from Tigers if they want to climb out of that relegation zone. So we're waiting for the referee so we can start this second half. Tigers are back onto the high press again.
There, of course, we have that is UNAM FC 0, Tigers 0, and here we go with 3 subs made. That is, of course, Andreas coming in, as well as Bertrand, and of course Juniors, and that is replacing, that is Rivaldo, as well as Giovanni and Gerland.
It's a bit of a surprising one, Giovanni's one, because he was the one leading that high press and winning the ball high up. Hopefully the substitutions that come in can actually also lead or follow his example in the first half, and even press even higher and better to create more chances for Tigers. Here's a throw in here in a dangerous position for Tigers. You know what long throw-ins can do. So good throw in.
Definitely good throw in there, and just slightly cleared, that is by, of course, Tigers, and it's a handball, that is by Tigers, and now Tigers, UNAM is able to play out from the back, and a quick play there with ball finding, that is Paulus Amtenya.
It's a good ball there for Rigam. He takes a shot.
Just confirmation of some of the subs there with Rivaldo Laxman out, and of course that is Kayangurore Gerland also making his way out.
It's a good attempt there by...
Then you have, of course, Juniors Theophiles coming in, as well as Bertland Nikweu.
Here comes UNAM again. So I was saying it was a good attempt there by Rigam there. Had a nice sniff on goal, and it was a good opportunity for UNAM to gain the lead. They kind of need to rely on and bank on that high line of Tigers, because they are pushing so many numbers high up.
Of course, we also have, that is Giovanni Canina making way, that is for Andreas Joseph.
Good control there. Fantastic running there, but even better recovery by the captain.
Yeah, beautiful run, that is, of course, by Andreas, but like you said, there we have Paulus Amtenya showing some great leadership by checking back there. Another opportunity to for a long throw there, that is by Tigers. It seems like it's something they've worked on the training ground. Let us see what will come about this throw here, that is by Andreas.
Good throw in. Looking to use as a weapon. What a shot!
Beautiful shot there. That is by PT, looking to pick up where he left off. That is in the first half. One of the electrifying players that is for Tigers in the first half, of course. Of course, a foul there on Paulus Amtenya.
Very dangerous foul there. It was a bit high. Very, very high. 50-50 challenge, yes, but it was a bit high there. So you can see the Ingwenyama flags out there. They have hope and belief that their team can pull themselves out of this relegation zone and keep themselves into another season of the Namibian Premier League. Here comes UNAM with Nesta Yambo switching the ball.
Wonderful switch of play there. That is to Simon Daniel.
What a cross. What a cross. The header didn't match the cross. It was Nesta Yambo who did switch the ball initially and was now at the end of the cross that came in. He will be disappointed with that chance.
Andreas, that is the number 20 for Tigers, has made some nice impact ever since he came on.
UNAM going into the Route 1 direction now.
There we have
fantastic skill to avoid the attacker there by the defender. It's a good flick on. Ingwenyama in the position to score. Here they are. It's a shot. It's a post. They still have possession here.
And of course now possession going over to UNAM. That was a beautiful shot. That is by Pizzi, and now UNAM looking to hit them on the counter here with a nice switch. That is by Nesta to find that is Paulus Amtenya. Oh, what a turn by Paulus Amtenya there. He finds himself in the Tigers box now. Takes on another one. Cut back. Beautiful cut back there. A nice interception. That is by Asher, the defender of Tigers. Some end-to-end stuff here, Hafeni.
The game has come to life now. It was a great play, both hassling and tassling from both teams. Two good cutbacks that led to chances there.
Of course, I don't know if there are also coaches there, where you have that is Namundunga also yelling instructions there. I don't know if he's yelling it to the goalkeeper or the player.
This is very good play from both sides, and both teams had an opportunity to score. Especially if you have a guy like Pizzi on Tiger's side and you have a guy like Paulus Amatenyo on UNAM's side. There's no way that you will not have great chances to score. Let's see what happened here. This is just a cross, just slightly on the knee, but not too malicious there. It was spot on there by second official to give a foul there to Tigers.
Of course, an opportunity for that is Ulrich Zong to hit one from the back there, but he decides to play with Asha.
Fantastic work there up there. He kept the ball in. Good interchanging passing there by UNAM. Good play. They're rotating the ball fantastically is the clever boys.
Pass there, that is to Amtenya. A shot, that is by UNAM there, by that is Joseph Bonifatius, but way off target. There we have Asha playing out from the back again, showing some composure.
Here they come again. The good counter attack. Fantastic cross. matched by a very good interception by the center defense.
And of course, there we have a score update. That is 11 Arrows still trailing. That is by 1-0 against Eshoke Chula Chula. And of course, Okahanja United is still 0-0 there. And then we have one of the finished games, which is KK Palace beating Blue Waters, as well as Commerce Nampo beating that is Life Fighters by 2-1.
You know, fantastic work by Eshoke Chula Chula to maintain their stronghold on the league. And here's the chance here, as you could see, side foot properly. He couldn't have done anything more in that position. Great cutback. Pizzi. Ball was curling away from goal, but they'll be very disappointed that they didn't score from there. What a pass.
What a pass there.
There's a penalty.
It's a penalty, ladies and gentlemen. A penalty that is for Tigers. A beautiful turn there by Pizzi in the box. What a turn there, Hafini.
Let's look at the pass first. That was a money pass that really broke through. And it's very much unfortunate because the defender was the one who was panicking in these pressing positions here. And let's look at that pass that broke through. Yep, it looked like it was a challenge that the defender had really misjudged, and unfortunately it's a penalty. Unfortunately for UNAM it's a penalty, and it's fortunate for the Ingwenyama that it's a penalty. And you can see the crowd on their feet. This is an opportunity for them to take the lead.
There is of course Bertrand that just came on, wanting to take the penalty right now. The foul was of course committed, that is by Onesmus Martin, and now the pressure is on Bertrand to put that is Tigers ahead.
It's an opportunity that Tigers have been looking for. Can he have the composure to put Tigers in the lead? He's not looking at the goalkeeper. He's solely focused on the job at hand. This is a very, very big moment in the game.
A big moment in the game, a big moment that is in the season of Tigers, who are looking to turn the corner in terms of their form here. We have Bertrand standing up to take this penalty with Erastus Malundu in goal there. There we have Bertrand backing up there.
So we're having eyes on the ball.
What a miss there by Bertrand.
And it hits the post again.
And the follow-up was missed as well. What a miss.
The crowd is not happy. And here they are on the counter-attack, UNAM. The crowd is not happy. The Ingwenyama supporters are not happy about that one, because that was their golden chance to not only take the lead, but also take a step forward in getting out of the relegation battle. So see another substitution here for the Ingwenyama. He has to dust it off now. He has to dust it off. There's still a lot of time in this game, but hopefully his team does not regret missing that opportunity to take the lead. And here they come. It's Nesta Yambo to Paulo Samutenya. Oh. Let's see that again. Fantastic. Not really much he could have done instead of putting it in the inside of the post. He did everything actually. It was not actually a bad penalty. It wasn't a bad penalty. It was going towards the corner. He just had to put it inside the post. But it's an opportunity missed for Tigers now.
Definitely a clear chance missed there and an opportunity for them to turn the season around. I mean, that it must be something that Woody Jacobs was praying for. And there they had a penalty, an opportunity to go ahead there. And that's a big miss there. It's a big miss for this match. It's a big miss for the season.
Would have been nice to see the manager's reaction after that one.
That is, of course, confirmation of Onesmus Martin. Having gotten a yellow card there for that penalty.
It's a good cross there. And here they go on the counter-attack. It's offside there.
Of course, an offside there against Andreas, who's been quite busy ever since coming on here. The referee saying that that free kick needs to be retaken by UNAM, as the ball was still rolling when he kicked it there. There you have, of course, Woody Jacobs stunned by that miss, of course, of the penalty.
That was looking like prime Cristiano Ronaldo about to take a free kick. Oh, that looked very dangerous.
Definitely a dangerous foul committed there. That is by BT.
Let's see what happened here. BT. Oh, it's over the ball on the Achilles.
That was a high foot there. Definitely lucky to stay on the field there.
The referee was even in a good position, as you can see that. Oh, that's red card territory right there. That's a red card territory. Oh, that's contentious right there. But the referees only have one look at it, and we have the advantage of having replays.
Of course, Pitiamep receiving that yellow card there is lucky it wasn't a red. I mean, there was a high foot. Just look at that.
On the back of the neck.
That's a career-ending tackle there.
I guess the referees are very lucky. They're very lucky that.
Of course, another tackle there by Pitiamep. I mean, he should be a man that is trading carefully here, yes, having just received a yellow card, but it seems he's not holding back at all.
No, it's not at all. Okay.
Of course, the referee just having a word there that is with Pitiamep, telling him to just take it easy there because.
Let's see this again. Oh, that could be a second yellow as well.
Yeah, it could be a second yellow definitely.
It could be a second yellow as well.
I think he just got lucky that he got his foot onto the ball there.
He's really treading on thin ice there. As you could see, here's the first challenge here. Oh, right on the back. Right at the back of the UNAM player's leg, close to the Achilles. And there, yes, you're right. He's very fortunate that he got the ball, but foul at the end of the day. This is Nestor Yambo with a cross. Very poor cross there at the end of the day.
Oh, pass there by Pitiamep. Andreas on the ball now. Then you have Junior Ameb with a shot there. Way off target.
Spitzy has been in the action of everything, winning the penalty, tackling people. Literally, he's the thick of things.
There you have, of course, Sean dispossessed there. Wonderful tackle that is to get it back. And there we have Paulus Amtenya there.
Look at that run by Paulus. It's a handball there, isn't it?
Paulus Amtenya definitely not impressed with the referee's decision, saying this is my house and you're allowing these guys to tackle us this way. Come on, referee, protect us better.
Wasn't really too much of a bad tackle there. There's too much action happening here. We can't even follow all the action at this point of time. But there are changes that are going to happen from both Tigers and UNAM. Both teams know that a single goal could win them the game. That's how tight it has been so far.
There we have Tigers losing the ball again. It's a throwing for UNAM FC. It seems there is some movement on the Tigers bench there as they're looking to bring in somebody else. It looks like Coach Woody is going for the definite win here, Hafeni.
Yes, he doesn't want to start off on a losing note, because the position that Tigers is in is not where they want to be, and he's brought in specifically for games like this to get the W's where they are not supposed to be getting the W's as well. See Tigers here with the throw-in, but the game is paused for the substitutions for Tigers. So you can see it looks like it's Pizzi. Pizzi is coming off. Who clearly was Tigers' most influential player in this second half so far. And unfortunately, looks like because he is on the yellow card and he's treading on thin ice, the coach decided to protect him rather.
And of course, there you have Tulani coming on, that is for Piti. Let's hope he's able to replicate that energy in the middle of the park there. There you have the confirmation that is Tulani ASAP coming on for Piti Ahmed. Another free kick there that is for Tigers FC. Quite a number of free kicks they've had throughout the match here. What is it that they can do different with this free kicks, Afeni?
Yeah, I think just either a better delivery into the box would help with the fortunes of Tigers. As you can see, here's a foul here. The two players are contesting for a 50-50 over the ball. Looks like that should have been a yellow card offense there, but the referee has missed that one at the end of the day. As you can see, or you can hear Dudes trying to organize his defense, knowing that this ball can come in and could prove very, very dangerous for the clever boys. It's a cross in. It's an offside. Here comes Tigers, moving the ball nice and swiftly. Good skill there by the Tigers man. Good cross in. Not the end product they wanted. It's another foul there. And it's Paulus Mamutenya showing his frustration. Unfortunately. Let's see that challenge again. Oh, yeah, it looks like the player just got in front of Paulus. Oh, here's the foul actually. It's a good shot.
Free kick there.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
What a beautiful shot by Andreas there, Hafeni.
I don't think the goalkeeper expected a shot from that distance. He was looking for delivery, but it was a good shot there at the end of the day.
There is substitution confirmation, of course. Ronaldo coming off as well as Viamisa there. And Giovanni and Paulus coming on. Corner kick there, that is by Tigers. And well defended, that is of course by UNAM. It's a throw-in for Tigers.
You can see that shot there from distance. Great connection. Dipped in perfectly, but the goalkeeper was equal to that and just tipped over at the bar. What makes that save even better is that it was unexpected from the beginning. This is Roberto Rugamov.
There we have it, of course, 70 minutes played. It's still UNAM FC 0, Tigers 0. And with UNAM looking to attack now, that is through Nesta. With the ball switch, that is to Paulo Samtenya. Joseph Bonifatius with the ball there.
Good 1-2. Good cross inside. It's another good cross in. There's a contest here. And Ingwenyama need to try and regain control of this game because they need to shake off that penalty miss and try to get back into the game as soon as possible.
Yeah, beautiful confidence shown there. That is by Onesimus Timotheus. UNAM in the attack now. That is through Nesta. Nesta with the ball. And he takes a shot. It's just above the crossbar there.
Chance now for UNAM or for Tigers to get up onto the field with a long pass. It's a good pass in the inside, good first touch to beat the player. Here they come now on the counter attack again. Good transition from UNAM. But again, it's a Tigers player. What I'm impressed about Tigers is that how quick they are getting back, especially when they are in the advantage and they lose the ball.
Yeah, of course, we have Simon Daniel switching the ball there, but not finding that is Nesta. Andreas has really been everywhere in this match, and there we have, of course, the score update there. That is Eshoke Chula Chula still leading by 1-0, and we have Okanja United and Chilunyu Athletics still 0-0. We, of course, also have Buccaneers 0-0 against Rundu Chiefs. Then, of course, some of the squad dates there. We have KK Palace having finished that game 3 goals against 2 versus Blue Waters, and of course Nampo getting the victory there against Life Fighters. That is by 2 goals to 1.
Let's hope that we can get a goal in this game. It deserves a goal with the amount of chances that were created here.
No, it has definitely had everything but a goal.
Yes, Tigers with the turnover. It's good running on the side there. It's a good contest there.
Nice fighting there by Tigers, of course. Now dispossessed, that is by UNAM FC.
It's an intercepted pass here. It's unusual from UNAM to lose the ball in build-up. But here they are slowing down the game, bringing it back to their tempo, which is what they needed at the beginning. Also, let's see. Here's a cross in. Disappointing cross. You need to at least beat the first person in the cross.
Definitely a disappointing cross there. And let's see, Tigers trying again to advance. They're playing out from the back with Asha showing a great level of composure there.
He's trying to switch it here. But UNAM have an answer for it. Everything that Tigers are throwing, UNAM have an answer. They're recovering the ball very quickly and trying to slow down the game. I think Tigers have lost steam when it comes to their high pressing tactic.
No, definitely, you can only run for so long, Hafeni, and they've been running since minute 1. Let's see what it is they're able to do here.
Yep.
There we have that is Daniel on the ball.
1-2. It's over the ball.
Great defending there. That is by Tigers.
And here they come on the counter attack. Dispossessed here. It's a 1v1 situation. He takes it on. And disappointing end there by the move for Tigers.
Nesta going past that player like he wasn't even there.
They're looking for the back post. It's a cross to the back stick. It's a goal.
It's a goal there by UNAM FC, but the linesman says no.
Offside. I'm not sure about that one. I am not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that one. I'm really not sure about that cross. It looked like the first initial striker was offside, but not the second. That pass wasn't offside at all.
Definitely not offside because it looked like a cutback there.
I don't think the striker himself was offside.
Of course, we have Huri Jacobs. They're not impressed with these players at all. Saying that he wants to see more, he wants to see better, he expects better from his team.
Need to see that angle again, because if I was the coach of UNAM, I'll be very disappointed in that decision there. It looked like it was very on. Here comes Ingwenyama. Is he on? Oh, very poor decision making there by the UNAM forwards, but here's a counter attack for the Tigers. Here they go. It's a good opportunity and a poor decision there again. I can see the crowd here on the corner of my eye, and they're not happy with the decision making that the players are making here. And it's another offside.
There we have, of course, that is Tigers playing out now from the back again with Ulrich Nzong, making it long there for Tigers. Beautifully controlled there, that is by Lolo, former player of Ongos FC.
It's a good crossing opportunity, straight into the hands of UNAM's goalkeeper, who was trying to look for that distribution up front. Here comes Paulus. Fantastic play by Paulus.
Definitely great strength shown there by Paulus. It's definitely a foul there.
Hand in the face. It's a hand in the face for Paulus there. But it was a very good skill for him to beat the defender and stand him up in a 1v1 situation. And it's a very tricky customer to stop Paulus Amadenya. He has that free roaming position in that midfield. As you can see here, tried some jinky majinky there. And it was an elbow to the face. Very lucky that the referee did not see that.
Of course, let's see what UNAM can do with this free kick by Simon Daniel. There we have a cross there by Ongos FC, by UNAM rather, apologies.
It's a flick on. It's very much unfortunate. Goalkeeper trying to eat up some seconds here. Here's an opportunity now for Tigers to regain possession.
There we have, of course, the Okanja United having lost at home against Tulinho Athletic there by 2-1. We still have a Shoke Chula Chula leading 1-0 against 11 Arrows, of course, and Bucks as well as Rundu still at the stalemate.
Not sure what the Tigers player was trying to do there, while he had many options there. But Tigers are trying to win the ball back as quick as possible. They need to try and win this game if they want to increase their chances of surviving in this league. No one wants to go to the first division. It's very hard to get back when you go down. And Tigers don't want to be the latest casualty. So you saw what happened to Black Africa. In terms of UNAM, another throw would make them, lose momentum and lose track of whoever is in front of them. As you can see, the likes of Ashoka Chula Chula winning in their game as well.
I mean, it's 8 minutes to go in this game here, and UNAM trying to make another sub to see if they can get a late winner here.
Yes, and a change here. Looks like it's Paulus Amotenya, and Paulus Gideon is replacing him. So it looks like it's Paulus Amotenya coming off and Paulus Gideon replacing him there.
He has definitely put in quite a shift there. That is
Yes.
Paulus Amtenya. Always leaves his heart on the field.
Exactly. Good control there by Nesta Iyambo. And here's a shot.
There we have the substitution confirmation. There is Paulus Gideon coming on there for Paulus Amutenya. It's a Paulus for Paulus.
Here comes Tigers trying to rotate the ball successfully from one side to the other side with a very good through ball. Might have overcooked it, and he has overcooked it. It's a goal kick for UNAM. Good movement. Here comes UNAM. It's another foul drawn by the UNAM player. The story of the game is the fouls that are committed, and don't be surprised if we see the stats showing high fouls at the end of the game from both sides.
Definitely a lot of fouls there.
Simon Daniel with the cross. It's a good goal!
What a miss. What a miss by Vino there. He definitely had an opportunity to put UNAM in front there.
It was first a disappointing cross from Daniel, but then it was poorly cleared. Let's see this cross again. Not really the best cross by Daniel, but it went through all the Tigers players. And yes, unfortunately couldn't put it away. It's a game of missed opportunities from both sides. There's good skill there in the far end for Tigers. There's another foul in a dangerous position for the Ingwenyama. I can see the crowd in the corner of my eye. They're very, very nervous. They're very, very nervous, the Ingwenyama supporters. So going to the last few minutes of the game. It's a good cross. It's a good punch from the goalkeeper. Good turn. And here they go again on the counter-attack. It falls to him. It's a shot. It's a goal.
What a goal!
The Ingwenyama have scored!
Finally they score. Look at that celebration there.
The crowd are going crazy.
Of course, the goal there, that is by Lolo. It's been long coming, and look at the crowd. Excited. Pointing to his badge there, saying, "This is the team I rep."
It came from a slight mistake from the UNAM defense, but it was a shot with high intent. A very, very beautiful goal. It was the composure they needed. Lethal. And a goal that could take them out and push and kickstart their charge to stay in the Namibian Premier League.
The supporters are on their feet. Sigh of relief there by the man who missed the penalty. Said thank you very much.
Look at those fans there saying thank you. Very happy that their team scored there. This is what they came here to see. This is what they've been yearning for the entire season. It is 1 for Tigers, and that is Theophilus Juniors scoring that solitary goal for them.
It's very harsh conceding at this time. But the man took the opportunities. It's Junior Theophilus, who could be cementing himself early in the Ingwenyama legendary status with that goal.
Definitely could be the goal that keeps them up here. This is why Mr. Hudi Hudlak was brought into this team, to bring some transformation.
You could see it's that new manager bounce they're looking at for, but the game is not over. Looks like it's a foul for UNAM. No, it's a corner. It's a corner.
It's a corner kick, and that is being taken by Simon Daniel.
The ball is back into the box. Looks like there's a handball there, but there's a handball against the UNAM player. Was a bit strange, the fact that the goalkeeper rushed to take the goal kick despite them winning. It's another misplaced pass by the UNAM defense. Good play by the clever boys. Another misplaced pass. The nerves are kicking in. The spirit of the Ingwenyama is taking over this game. The crowd is literally buzzing if you are a Tigers fan right now. It's exactly the position you want to be in. It's another good cross. It's another good ball. It's a penalty shout. But the referee is not convinced.
Referee not interested in that penalty shout at all there. It was again, of course, Theophilus Juniors looking to be the troublesome player that is for the UNAM FC defense.
Here they are again. It's another deep ball. It's a handball there. And here comes UNAM with a very dangerous cross into the box. It's Nesta Iyambo.
What a goal from Nesta!
Nesta Iyambo!
What a beautiful goal! It looked like he lost the opportunity there. It was on his stroke and he turned
out.
He turned and he put it on his left foot, and he put it far from the goalkeeper. Woody does not believe what it is he's seeing here, rubbing his head, wondering what just happened. It looked like this game was over, and what a shot there by Nesta Iyambo. I mean, this is how you put your hand up and say, I will help my team, isn't it, Hafeni?
Exactly. They needed a man that will step up and save them. And the kings of draws, I guess, draw another game again. Tigers are now forced to come out again in the last We're into the last 60 seconds of this game. Can someone steal one? And it's a beautiful cross. Spilled by the goalkeeper.
Not the best of delivery there by the goalkeeper. Every team now looking to go win it now here. Look at Mr. Hoodie there. Not impressed at all. It is UNAM 1, Tigers 1.
You know when the eyebrow is up, it's not good news.
There you have it. It is UNAM FC 1, Tigers 1, with Tigers conceding in the very last minute there. End-to-end stuff that is at the UNAM Stadium here. Afeni, what a game.
What a game, what a game. It came to life in the second half, and you can see Woody Jacobs is literally not happy with his troops. He's like, how guys, how did we lose this? Or how do we lose the lead? But it was a very good game, as you can see the final score here at the UNAM Stadium. A Tuefiles goal and a Neste Yambo goal makes it 1-1. Fantastic game. You can see the crowd.
The crowd definitely not impressed here, Afeni. I mean, they wanted that win. They almost had that win. And at the very, very last, they gave it away there.
No, they gave it away. Unfortunately, it was not the result that they wanted. But for UNAM, it's another draw, another disappointing draw. But it's better than a loss at the end of the day. It was a Neste Yambo equalizer and the 90 plus 3 minutes. And they take it and go back to the drawing board, and they see what they can do to tomorrow. Very, very difficult game. In terms of both teams, both players, the opportunities were there. There was a penalty. There were good opportunities. We look at the chances, the offside that was called off. You look at the chance where the player had a clear-cut opportunity from a free kick for UNAM and misplaced the shot and went over the bar. You look at the chances for Tigers where they hit the post with Pizzi, and it's very much unfortunate they just didn't take it. You see Robert Nausep happy with the draw, at least, knowing that it's not a loss at the end of the day.
Especially considering that this was almost a loss for them. Definitely UNAM will take the draw here. And looking at the game, Afeni, would you say that this is a fair representation of how the game panned out?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a fair representation of the game. And, both teams had equal amount of chances, good chances to score, and they didn't take the chances. But, yeah, 1-1 I think is fair enough. I think the biggest losers will be Tigers, because they really had an opportunity to gain 3 points, and as you could see, they lost the ball in a position that they didn't need to lose the ball, and they conceded a goal.
No, definitely, and I think Moody definitely should have encouraged his team to encourage you to keep cool heads here. But that's what we had for you today here at UNAM FC Stadium. I mean, it's UNAM 1 and the Tigers 1. We will now, of course, be crossing over to the touchline. That is with Jovita Kanjungwa to bring us some of the coach's remarks.
A dramatic end to the encounter between UNAM and Tigers FC as they get to share the spoils here. 1-1 is the end result here, and I'm now joined by Coach Robert Nausep of UNAM FC. Coach, first and foremost, let's talk about the game. Disappointing result, seeing that there was a goal that was disallowed earlier.
Obviously, it's a disappointing result. It's not a true reflection of the scoreline. No, but look, we are at home. We suffered in the first 20-30 minutes. We suffered, and we had to retweak the team a little bit, formation second half, and then we started to play we shouldn't have win the game. They shouldn't have also win the game. But it was a good game of football.
Still in a good position in the top half of the table. What can you take away from this game ahead of tomorrow's encounter?
I can only take away from last 10-15 minutes of the game, the way we try to, the way we play. That's the only way we know how to play. But they shouldn't have started to play like that second half. Obviously, we knew they will get tired a little bit, and we started to stretch them a little bit to open up at the back, and then we got that opportunity from the goal, but we shouldn't have been 2-1 up in the last minute. So we'll take a point and then we'll move on.
Looking at UNAM FC, you've only conceded and lost one game this season. Is the momentum still high to keep that going?
Its momentum is still high. We still gonna keep it going, but we need to start winning games. Until when are we gonna have these draws? I don't know. I'm blessed with draws. Maybe I'm still finding. Maybe tomorrow we may get a W. So I'm still roofing for that W, but he doesn't want to come, but we'll keep on working. I can't foul these boys. These boys have gave everything on the field, and this is a game that we shouldn't have taken, but we will take the point.
Well, all the best for tomorrow's encounter, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Well, looking at that is Coach Robert Nausep of that is UNAM FC, saying that he's probably blessed with that is draws, because it seems to be getting draws here and there, and he's saying that the last time is of course the last time that they need to start picking up some points, of course. 3 maximum points. Now, of course, looking at Tigers Football Club, not out of the clear yet. They have collected 1 point here, but unfortunately, they were close to getting 3 points. And I'm joined by Coach Brian Isaacs. Coach, first and foremost, a very good afternoon, and what a bittersweet 1 point collected here.
No, 1 point was not our aim. We wanted 3 points, and we played well. We were very competitive in the first half. Second half, we got the opportunity to score. We scored. We even missed a penalty. So we were desperate for a win, and but unfortunately, we lose concentration in the last minutes, and they score equalizer.
Now you have a co-coach in Woody Jacobs. How is that pairing going, and how is it helping the team?
He's have a lot of experience and his knowledge of the game, so it was good for us having somebody who can help us.
And looking at the battle is not over yet, out of the clear yet with the 1 point collected here. What are the works for Tigers to get out of the relegation zone?
It's work in progress, because as you saw today, we were very competitive, and we managed to have a clean sheet in the first half. Second half, we lose a little bit concentration, and then they scored the equalizer.
Now, still another encounter tomorrow for Tigers. What are the anticipation, especially seeing that the fans are starting to come out for Tigers?
Tomorrow is another final. So we are playing a very good team in terms of African stars. But the last time we managed to be competitive. So we will go home and do our homework and face tomorrow.
All the best for tomorrow's encounter, Coach.
Thank you very much.
That is Coach Brian Isaacs, and just giving us an insight that it was not their intention to get a draw. They wanted a victory, as they are daily looking, of course, to that is the game for tomorrow, of course, against African Stars. A lot of major talking points from this game, but now we get to look at those statistics as well as the highlights from this encounter, as it ended in a dramatic 1-1 between the Clever Boys and Ingwenyama.
Ending that is 1-1 between Tigers and UNAM FC. Look at all those fouls committed there. You have about 10 to 8 fouls committed, and of course 1 yellow card each. Could have been a red card. That is for Tigers FC. We have, of course, that is the ball position there, swaying in the way of that is Tigers FC by 55% compared to that is 45% for UNAM FC.
Yeah, so it's you can clearly see that the possession has swayed a little bit to Tigers' side. They had more of a charge in the second half, but it was a good game at the end of the day.
And there's some of the results for the day. Of course, they're having Commerce Nampol that it's beating Life Fighters by 2 goals to 1. and of course the 1-1 draw that is between UNAM and Tigers. That was what we had for you here at UNAM Stadium. That match ending 1-1 between UNAM and Tigers. From me, Setseng Nishidimbra, and that is Afenin Detunga here in studio. It's goodbye.
Sharp, sharp.